What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Dreamcore. Now, as you know, in the last video, last weekend, I had made it out of the one neighborhood area, right? And I found the elevator, and as you saw, I thought I was through, but no, actually I wasn't. Now, the unfortunate thing that happened is I figured since I had made it to a new level, it would have saved, right? But it didn't. And I got stuck back in this level. But I've just now recently found the elevator again. So we are heading back. And I thought that was the end. You know, I really did think that was the end. But no, it turns out, and if I'm not mistaken, it should still take me to the door with the green lights, right? And I can go from there. But, wait, escape? Wait, what? Okay, so the only thing I can think of is that was the actual ending then. So that was the ending for Endless Suburbia. Where you think that you're out and it sends you to the next area. Because I hit continue, like when I went to do I turned it back on to try and see how to get through the next area, the next neighborhood area. It sent me back to the previous neighborhood, and so I just got through going through the whole previous neighborhood, trying to find the elevator again, and I found it, but for some reason it gives me the ending credits this time instead of that, instead of the other neighborhood, which, as you saw, I could move around in it and everything. So I wonder if this is just one of the endings. I don't know. I'm a little confused now. I might have to. I didn't want to try to look up how to get through it, but I might have to look it up this time because I need to know if that's the ending or not. You know, if that's the ending or did I find a different spot? Now, I'm not going to play the whole Endless Suburbia over again. I'm gonna start where I left off last time. And maybe that's why it didn't save in the new area, is because that was probably the end anyway. Let me see if it starts me off. If it starts me off right where I did last time. Yeah, this is right where I started off last time. Now see, I ended up back here when I turned the game back on, instead of in that new neighborhood area that you saw at the end of the last video. So it's possible that I was right in that. It's possible that I am right in that this is that was the end of Endless Suburbia. Which means I could have been right about the street signs and stuff. You know? That if you follow the 10K an hour street sign, it'll lead you to the exits. And the ones that have no exit on it, like this, means that going that way is not going to take you anywhere. And to either go this way or this way, since there's no exit sign over here. So maybe I'm looking for like a dead end to go to now, you know. But I could have been maybe what I reached last time was just the ending to the game. Yeah, like see, and as you can see, this is not the same spot that I found the elevator in the first time. The elevator is over here somewhere, but I had found that's where, if I'm not mistaken, the elevator's down there. Yeah. But that's not where it was last time. Last time, this whole place was empty. So let me see if I can't, because I just went the same way as I did before turning the camera on, and the elevator is there. So my only assumption here is maybe that's not the end, and maybe the other area is out here somewhere, and I just need to find it. But I'm gonna go away from the elevator and maybe see if cause see, what I did was I went back to my previous video to see if to see exactly where I went to find that one hollowed out area. And I realized that where I'm at now is not the same space. Did I just go in a circle? I think I just went in a circle. So right now I'm just trying to see if that really was the end of the stage, you know. I don't hear the elevator, but if I start hearing the elevator, then I know I went in a circle. I thought I heard it just now. But I guess I can also take this time to give my thoughts on Dreamcore. I truly I enjoyed it. No, let me, because I know what room. I know what room I was in to get. I certainly wasn't in a room with grass. I can tell you that. That's the door right there. That's the door I need to get to. Okay. Maybe I'm on to something. Hold on. I need to find the downstairs. But yeah. Wait a minute. I found the downstairs, and then I went this way. Which again should lead me to this door right here. This is where I came out at before. Okay. Yeah, because I remember the no exit signs and everything. Actually, I'm gonna do this here in real time. I'm not even gonna cut it. I'm gonna pull up, because this is where I was. This is where I was before. So maybe that isn't the end of the game. All right, so I went down this street to this intersection. Which way did I go? I looked left, I looked right. I looked left and I looked right again. And then what did I do? I went to my right. Bro, come on now. I think I don't. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There it is, right there. Never mind. I see it. I see it. I see it. So yeah, maybe there. So there's a multiple. I found the elevator that took me somewhere, but this is the elevator that I found in the last video. So now we're cooking with grease. Cause I was a little confused when I had found that elevator, and I was like, wait a minute. So this elevator right here actually will. So then that makes me wonder with the dream pool. Did I find the right elevator in Dream Pool? Because 297. I wonder, did I find the right elevator in Dream Pool? Because if this elevator is taking me to another neighborhood, maybe that there's an elevator that takes me to another section in Dream Pool. So maybe there's more to Dream Pool than I thought. Or that I found, actually. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. Well, then that can only mean one thing. That can only mean one thing. And that is that this confirms that what I saw last time was probably the ending. What I saw last time was probably the ending because so it's likely that I would have walked forward and it would have just had the credits roll, pretty much indicating that yeah, you found the elevator, you thought you found your way out, but guess what? You're in yet another neighborhood. You know? So I'm thinking that's the ending. Because if you think about it, at first it was the houses with all the fences, right? In the day and night cycle. Then you found that you found out that it was a dome. You found out that it was a dome, right? And you go through the dome a little bit, and you're thinking, okay, now that I'm out, I'm. You find a facility, I mean, and you find the 10 and the 50K an hour signs as well as the no exit sign, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, well, I was thinking to myself, there must have been some significance to those signs, those particular signs being the ones that are shown. But then you find out you're in another neighborhood. So you I went through the second neighborhood following the street signs. And then I came to that third neighborhood, and that's where the video ended. But I feel like that's also where the game ends for right now, because yeah, I feel like that's where so maybe I was wrong in that there was more to it in Dream Pools as well. Because as you just saw, this is the same elevator I went through the first time. And the first time I got another neighborhood. You know? This time it was just the ending credits. So yeah, um, I don't know. I'm probably gonna look for another horror game to play now that I've done both of these. You know, and what is this, summer of 2025? They're coming out with another level, so I'm definitely gonna be checking that out. And it looks like this one is the party level, which has been good in every Backrooms game that I played. You know, but yeah, I guess I'll end the video. It's a short video this time. With my thoughts on the game. I feel like graphics wise, it's good. Um, I think you need something to occupy you while you're trying to find your way out. I think that's where Escape the Backrooms, that's where they have, you know, that extra edge. Because while you're trying to find your way out, there's constantly entities, you know, just roaming about. Here, it's just like, okay, I'm looking for a way out, you know. Let me turn that down right quick. So yeah, so it's like when you're playing this, it's like I'm looking for a way out. For example, I forgot the name of it. There's one backroom style game that came out recently. It was like 2 months ago, I think, and it was showing like it had huge megalophobia vibes. Like you would walk into a room and there would be a head the size of a skyscraper just staring at you, you know? And it's like, if there's nothing there but you roaming, that in itself can be creepy for a while, you know? But after a while, if you're just searching and there's nothing hunting for you, there's nothing, you know, jumping at you, then after a while it becomes tedious, you know. After and as you saw at the end of the video last week, I was just like, if I had some type of sign that let me know that these that me following these street signs, you know, is the right thing to do, then, you know, I would at least feel like I'm doing something. But right now I feel like I'm going nowhere, and I wasted a lot of time doing it. You feel me? At least like in the first Suburbia area, you could see like the water tower. Okay, the water tower is the only thing standing out here. Let me try and get to that water tower. Then at the water tower you see this like door to nowhere, and you're thinking I was thinking like, okay, let me try and find a red door. And then I saw this space, you know, I saw this path that seemed to lead to nowhere. And so I was like, okay, so let me try and go there. But when you go to the city, I mean the inner city style, there's nothing other than the street signs. There's nothing that indicates you're going in the right direction. The street signs were the only thing that like I just kept going until I saw either a 10 or 50 street sign. And if I saw no exit here, I didn't go down that path, you know? And luckily that was the right thing to do, but I had no way of knowing that. And it was like an hour plus, right? An hour plus. And so like, honestly speaking, like if I hadn't have found that exit, I'd have probably just been like, bro, what am I? And I see why they give you the warning at the beginning, or the message at the beginning saying, you know, just have some patience. It's like, but it's to me, it's more than about patience. You got to give the player something to interact with, I feel like. And in the demo, if I'm not mistaken, there was an entity in the Dream Pool's demo, but I never found them, at least not on video. And I feel like if there was like even the little rolling smiley faces, the fact that they were moving, or the little what you call them things, the little water puppets where the eyes would follow you. You know, that keeps you immersed. But if you're just roaming with no entity, nothing but the sun going up and down every 15 minutes, it can become extremely tedious. Not only to play, but also to watch. You know, I'm just gonna keep it real. You know, like it would be, at the very least, you could just add footsteps in the street. So you're walking down the street and it's nighttime, and all of a sudden you hear footsteps running in your direction from behind you. That's something you could add. You would be like, wait a minute, what? You quickly turn around like, what is that? Or you just take off running in any direction. You know? But to just sit there and walk aimlessly, it's like, yes, that can be a creepy thing to think about. That you're stuck in this place where you're just aimlessly walking, right? But the creep factor behind the back rooms is not just that you're stuck in like an endless office building with moldy wallpaper and damp carpets. It's the fact that you got an entity that looks like a 5-year-old drawing that'll rip you apart if it sees you. You know, you got smiley faces that show up in the dark, and if you look at them long enough, you go insane. You know? So yeah, I feel like with Dreamcore, they should add something to that the player can interact with that will, you know, make them want to figure out how to get out. You know, if anything, well, I don't know how difficult it would be to add multiplayer to it, but like when I played Escape the Backrooms and Escape the Backrooms together with my friends, there was, even though it was all of us together, there was still a scary factor there, you know, a scare factor there. But even if you had a multiplayer, if you're just walking around looking for the exit, you know, it's just like, let something chase me, you know, let something make some noise somewhere. And even in Dreampool, not just Suburbia, in Dreampool. Like, for example, another example, and I'll get out of here because I am, you know, yapping along. But in Escape the Backrooms, right? When you go to the endless Suburbia area, when it becomes nighttime, there are entities that come out after you. And if you don't get in the house, shut the door, and turn the lights off, they will hunt you down and kill you, right? But in Dreamcore, in the Suburbia, in the first area anyway, the sun goes down, nothing happens. You know, you could go inside the homes, there's lights in the homes and whatnot, but put something like that in there so that, you know, even if you're wandering aimlessly, there is something there to keep you entertained, other than just, okay, I'm just wandering here. All I did was walk. You know, so that's my critique. Otherwise, the puzzle factor, I still don't truly understand the street sign thing, but with the limited knowledge that I had with it, I was able to find the elevator not once but twice. You know, so again, I feel like you should put the entity in each level, you know, especially the level like the library with the monks that you have to find all the VHS tapes. You know what? Let me stop. But that is it for me. That is Dreamcore 4 now. In the summertime, they're gonna add another level. Definitely gonna try that level out too. But the thing that drew me to Dreamcore in the first place was the dream pools, mainly because of how big the areas were, you know. I wasn't really creeped out by the endless Suburbia area. It was more of a puzzle thing, but yeah, that's just me. And it's not to say that I didn't enjoy it. I it really hit home. Not really hit home, but it really was effective to see that exit door, right? And as soon as you walk through, you realize you're not in civilization. You realize, oh wow, I'm back. Well, I'm in another endless suburbia. You know, so I think that was a good ending. I just wish that there was like an entity or something in there to increase, or if anything, just make like this humongous giant walking in the background. It'll never get to you, but the fact that you can see these things, you're just like, okay, where am I? You know? Something, man, something. Give me something other than figure out how to get out, you know? But that's it for me. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And until next time, you guys know what to do. Stay blessed.